What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 10 glitches on Fallout 76 in 2024. Glitch number 1, reset vendors. 100 caps being your daily vendor cap limit, you can now make that amount as much as you want just by doing a couple simple steps that I show in today's video. So if any of you guys did find this video useful, please make sure to smash that like button, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel because I'd love to have you. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you can find an item or have enough items that you can sell to the vendor that sell for a decent price so that you can buy out the daily amount you get from the vendor. Like for instance, a lot of players like to have the vintage water coolers on their camp so that they could sell the water to the vendors and max out their daily caps from the vendors. But in my case, I was farming Vault-Tec and was getting guns that could sell for 30 caps a piece without hard bargain. Now, when you're looking for an item to sell to the vendor for a decent amount, you need to make sure that that item can sell for a high price without hard bargain. The reason being is because in just a couple seconds, I will go over why you won't be able to use hard bargain when resetting the vendors, but that's not much of a worry. And when we reset these vendors, we'll also reset the daily caps that we can get from them. Now, what you basically want is an inventory full of items like so, and in my case it is weapons from farming Vault-Tec. So if you are having trouble finding a lot of different things that you can sell to the vendor, just farm Vault-Tec and collect all of the weapons because they will sell for a decent price. Now, in order for us to actually be able to do this exploit or way of farming caps, whatever you want to call it exactly, what you're going to need to do is make a brand new character. Once you make a brand new character, then you're just going to go to the Wayward because the Wayward is the closest vendor that you can go to. Once you go into the Wayward and go talk to the vendor, you'll notice that on the new character you'll be able to get 1,400 caps from that vendor for selling items, and that is because your new character basically restarts the daily limit for you. So all you gotta do is on your main character give items to this new character by throwing it in a box somewhat near or the trailer right beside the Wayward, because there is a dresser inside there you can throw stuff in for brand new characters if you make a private world and just farm with your brand new characters inside of there. And you'll be able to get 1,400 caps every time you make a brand new character, and doing this other method that I show a video on, which is also pretty crazy because you do get Vault-Tec crates just from doing this exact same method, but you can add this in with this run and make this a really good guide. Glitch number 2, unlimited XP. In order for us to do this exploit, we're going to have to go visit Mount Blair, and this is located at the bottom left of the map. Once you spawn in over at Mount Blair, then you need to make your way up to where the workshop is. And once you have claimed it, we're going to have to do a couple of extra steps before we can start getting some XP. After that, you're just going to follow exactly what I do in the video and go down to this roundhound terminal, and you're going to click on the first entry, and this should give you a quest. Now that you have the quest, just make your way all the way back up to the top, and you should notice that on a Tinker's workbench you should be able to have a new quest item that you can craft, which is known as an ignition core. These ignition cores are going to cost you 5 lead, 5 nuclear material, and 10 steel to craft just one of them. With that being said, when you break them down, you're going to get 5 lead back, 3 nuclear material, and 2 steel. Meaning your main cost is going to be 2 nuclear material and 8 steel. But if you also use the super duper perk card and have it maxed, then you should be able to bring that cost even lower. So depending on how much XP buffs you are running, you want to make sure that you don't craft too many of these ignition cores at once because you only get 4,000 XP max for how many that you craft at a time. And as you can see, I did go max on the amount I could craft and I did get 4,000, but you could even go to 33 with a good amount of XP buffs and it will get you 4,000. It just depends on how you have your build. When doing this, you should get a lot of levels, and after you craft all these ignition cores, then you of course need to scrap them back down, and make sure you don't craft too many at once because you do get a max of 4,000 XP depending on how much you craft and your XP buffs. So keep that in mind. Now, if you made it this far into the video, please hit that subscribe button, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and go ahead and leave a like so that we can get seen in the YouTube algorithm. Glitch number 3, the coolant canister. In order to get this done, the first thing that you're going to want to do is obviously go to the pit, aka start an expedition. And you're going to want to make sure that you have two different people doing this, aka you and somebody else. And one of you are going to need to be the leader of your team. That way you can start the expedition. Now, the leader role is important because whoever the leader is, eventually when you make it to the point you need to in the expedition, he's going to back out and leave, and then you're going to do the glitch, and then bam, you will have the item in your inventory and be able to put it inside of your stash. You'll see exactly what I mean a little later in the video. Alright, in this clip I made it past the tunnel. What I'm going to be showing you guys is while I'm inside the building, I'm going to be showing you how to pull out steel ingots, to be more specific, but this exact same method is what you're going to use for every single quest item except the coolant canister. I'm going to be showing y'all that after I show you how to do this method. That way you can pull out these quest items, and then if you want to pull out the coolant canister, you'll see that method in just a little bit. Once you have found the quest item that you want to take out of the pit that is not the coolant canister yet, you're then going to tell your team lead to leave the pit. And as he leaves, you're not going to pick up the quest item just yet. You're going to wait until you see the pit disappear away from his name, because when he leaves, you're not going to leave right away, but that parenthesis saying that he's in the pit will go away, and as soon as that go away, you have exactly 1 second to tap the button to interact and pick up that item. And when you do, it won't pick it up and say it was done in that quest item. It will give it to you and stay with your character while you get kicked out of the pit, meaning that you can throw it in your stash and go right back inside of the pit. Now guys, in order for you to do the coolant canister, you're going to have to add a little bit more spice to this glitch. Alright, so this is just like the method before that I showed in my video. What you need to do is make sure that both of you are in the exact same position and are ready to do this. Once you both are ready, you're going to tell your leader, hey dude, I need you to count down from 3 to 1 and then say go. So 3, 2, 1, go. And your leader needs to be consistent with his 3, 2s, and 1s. So 3, 2, 1, go. And while he's counting down, you're like, all right, I'm ready for you to count. And he goes, all right, I'm ready. And right when he starts counting down, when he says 3, right before he says 2, you want to make sure that you hit the interact button with the coolant canister fridge, because you want to be pulling that out while he's counting down. So right when he says 3 and then goes to say 2, you want to be holding that button so that you will pull the coolant canister out of the fridge. And if you do it right, you want to have an effect that the coolant canister is equipped while you're outside of the pit. And if you did do it right, you will have the coolant canister outside the pit, and all you need to do then is drop it on the ground, pick it back up, and then store it in your stash. So to make it a little easier to understand, when you're inside of the pit, you do have these brackets that say you're in the pit. And when your team lead leaves, those brackets will go away and then you will be kicked. Well, right before you get kicked, you have a window of opportunity there to actually pull the coolant canister out. So you want to make sure that you do get that window of opportunity, because the coolant canister you have to hold to interact, and eventually after you've held for so long, you do get the coolant canister in your inventory. So you got to time that right, and that's all I'm explaining. I do hope when you try this on the Xbox, PC, or PlayStation that you're actually able to get it accomplished. And if you can't, please let me know down in the comments down below, because I will help you be able to pull the coolant canister or any other quest item from the pit. Glitch number 4, the power armor dupe. The first thing that you're going to want so that you're able to duplicate your power armor is actually 200 plus explosive meat. The reason being is because this will lag out the server a little bit, and you don't want too much more. You don't want any more than 450, or else you'll lag out the server completely. Then you're going to want to spawn over here at Denton Suds Construction, only because this is where you'll get that ragstag meat that you're going to need to craft the explosive meat. Once you spawn in, you're just going to follow my steps here, and this will lead you to a bunch of different albino ragstags that you could kill for meat. And you want to make sure that you have the right perks on too, like the butcher's bounty, so that you can actually get double the amount of meat in these and have a chance, an 80% chance when it's maxed out, to be able to actually get 2 times the meat from all of these. And there'll be like about 7 ragstags that would actually spawn in for you to be able to kill. Now at this point, you want to make sure that you do have your power armor on you that you want to dupe, and we're going to go to the right spring station here, and you're going to follow me while I go through it. Now Now once you have spawned in, you're just going to follow where I go here, and we're going to go right behind that tent, because that little box room is actually going to allow these explosive meat not to blow up, which is going to lag out the server, because we're going to be filling this up to the brim till we actually can't really do too much more. So you want to make sure that you have at least 200 to 250 plus, because I do use 307 to be exact, if y'all want to make sure that you do the exact same thing as I do, but I'm assuming that you could do a little bit less. But you want to make sure that you're actually on a public server, not a private, or else you would need to do a lot more. Now once you're at this step in the video, all you're going to be doing is having your gun out and throwing these explosive meat, because you can actually throw them faster with this, and as long as they don't blow up, you're going to be able to duplicate your power armor. Once you have 200 and up explosive meat in here, you're then going to have a buddy be on the team with you, and he's just going to sit here so that way these don't actually despawn, because they will despawn once you get so far away from them. Once you have all that meat in that box and your friends over there watching it, all you're going to need to do is have a ping somewhat similar to mine, a decent way away from the box, because this is where the glitch is going to occur. And then you're just going to run over there to your marker, and this is where the glitch happens, because you're going to be in the animation to get in your power armor, and then you're going to exit the game at the exact same time. Now what I mean by this is, once you get to the marker, you're going to enter your power armor, and at this exact moment you're going to be closing the game completely, hitting quit. On Xbox you'll just go to the menu and then hit quit game, and then if you did it right, you should be able to actually run back and see your power armor. Now you actually can't pick it up right away, because the server's got to load back in that power armor, and you should spawn with your power armor on in a duplicated set on the railroad tracks. Once you see that your power armor is duplicated, in order to speed this up, all you got to do is join an event and then play the event, either win it or lose it, and then you just join back over here and you can actually pick up that power armor set. Now I've heard that you actually got to sit there and skin your power armor, but I had somebody else pick mine up for me, and so if you don't skin it, it could possibly merge, but who knows. Glitch number 5. Coolant caps. First thing that you're going to want to do is go to Harper's Ferry and go to this location that I have marked on the map. This will take you to where you're going to be able to get unlimited aluminum. Once you have spawned in, you're going to be headed more towards the left side of the screen. I know I'm going towards the right. I'm just looking everywhere. But there's some super mutants there. Sometimes enemies will spawn, but you just never know. But we're going to be heading to that building on the left we just saw. And once we get over there, we will have to hop this fence, or you will have to go through a terminal and the door, which it don't matter. You could just hop the fence. We all got marsupial. But once you actually make it here, we're going to be going to these air conditioning units that are up here by the windows. And we're going to be collecting these coolant caps. Now the cool thing with these coolant caps is, actually when you scrap them, you get 2 aluminum every time you scrap one of these. After you collect everything out of these AC units, all you got to do then is server hop, and you can come right back to this same spot and loot all these AC units again. So this is a really good method for you to do, a little slow method, but you could actually get a lot of aluminum by doing this. Glitch number 6, unlimited junk. In order to do this, you need to visit the Rusty Pick. Once you are at the Rusty Pick, you're just going to go to the left side of the door to this U-Minute vending machine, and you're going to grab every single map that's in here, and there should be a total of 3 maps. After you have them, go inside your inventory on the notes section and drop all 3 of them. As you can see on the map, I already have 3 dig sites from these 3 maps already, and I'm just going to pick them back up and hit yes, and then I'm going to collect them. I'm not just going to collect them right away. I'm just going to hit yes, back out, and then collect them after you drop them. After hitting yes and backing out on all these maps, I'm just going to collect them all, and as you can see on the map, I do have 6 spots in total while I had 3 before, and all you have to do is server hop and then do this exact same thing again until you have however many you want of these dig spots that you need to dig. These are the junk items that you can get from these dig sites, plus you get XP. And I imagine if you have the right amount of intelligence and XP buffs, this might be a good way to level up. Glitch number 7, unlimited Vault-Tec crates. Alright guys, the way I'm going to show you is a solo method. Now you could do this with a buddy and it will speed the process up about 3 times as fast, but you will need Fallout first. And if you don't have Fallout first, this will be a lot slower process, but you can still do this at the end of the day. It just might take 3 times longer to actually get it accomplished. But like I said, if you do have a buddy that's going to help you, then you could do this 3 times faster. But the method I am showing in today is just a solo way of doing this. greatness with Fallout First. I'm sorry to keep giving you guys more information, but information is key when it comes to doing all of these glitches or exploits, whatever you want to call them. But if you do this with a friend, you won't need Fallout First, but Fallout First will help you also do this very quickly. So in order to do this, what you're going to need to do is make a brand new character. So you're going to need an empty character slot. Once you have an empty character slot, go ahead and make a brand new character. And once you've made a new character, it should ask you to name your character, name it Y. The reason being is because this just makes it even faster. Once your character's name Y and you pick your Pip-Boy up and you're walking through the vault, you want to make sure that you pick up the building supplies. Now you can pick up anything else that you want, but you make sure you do pick up the building supplies. Once you've picked up the building supplies and you keep on going down further, you should eventually see perk cards on the table along with glasses and a pen. And what you're going to need to do is grab that pen because it's going to be extra junk for us, and then make it outside the vault. Once you are outside the vault, you're just going to make your way to the left and then go as far out as you can and place a Fallout First tent. Once you place a Fallout First tent, you're then going to scrap the ammo box that you do get with having a new character, and then you're going to fast travel to your private world. Once you're in your private world, then you're going to go to the donation box that's located right at Vault 76, and you're going to throw all your junk in there. Once you got all your junk inside of the donation box, you're just going to switch characters to your main character and then go into your private, and once you're in your private and loaded in, pick up all of that junk. And then you go and delete your Y character. Once you delete that character that's named Y, you're just going to make a new one and repeat this process a million times if you want to. You will just keep on getting these crates as many times as you do this. Glitch number 8, unlimited caps. Now, you might be wondering, Bob Loud, how exactly do I get a lot of caps? Well, thankfully I've done a little bit of research and I'm about to show you how. The lovely place that's actually going to be helping us get a lot of caps is the Sunnytop ski lanes. This is the best place for it, and this is where this little glitch or exploit of the game really takes place. Once you spawn in, you're just going to follow my steps here, and I'm going to have it sped up so that I can actually make it on time and have a short video for y'all. But you're basically going to make it right here to this little podium right here, and then you're going to activate it, and what this is going to do is activate the quest. Now once you've actually started the quest, you will notice that the quest does pop up on your screen, and then you will hear this dialogue.
On your heels, on your mark, get set, go!
Now once he said go, you're basically going to follow my steps here. As you notice, I am a completely different color, and this is because I'm using the coolant canister, which I do have a guide on. By the way, I will pop the video up on screen now to show you that you'll actually be able to do this a lot faster. But you're basically going to be running through these yellow flags until you reach the very end. You have to hit in between each flag or else it won't count. And then once you actually make it to the end, you'll get 50 caps, a couple stem packs, some rataways, and some water or some other kind of food. And what makes this the best guide and unlimited is the fact that you're actually able to go straight back to the top and activate the quest again and do it all over again. So all you gotta do is make it to the very top, and then you just gotta go back to this little speaker place and activate the quest again. Glitch number 9, 2-shot. Gonna let you instantly double your DPS on all of your weapons. Now what I exactly mean by this is this clip right here. As you can see, while I shoot this Fat Man, it's already a 2-shot, and there's 2 shots of Fat Man coming out of the end of the barrel. But if you'll notice in this second clip here, I shoot the Fat Man and there's 2 shots coming out and another extra 2 shots also coming out. And also guys, you can do this with the auto grenade launcher, the broadsider, the harpoon gun, the fixer, and basically any gun that's single fire. You can basically shoot 2 shots with this. Now this is making it to where your damage is going to be a lot faster and a lot quicker, and you'll see what I mean by when I show a couple of these clips on screen. And you're able to do this with basically every gun. Just let me know down in the comments what guns that you found this most useful for, because I'd love to know. And well guys, let's get ready to show you how it's done. How to get this done is by simply pulling the fire button and then aiming in as quickly as you can. So all you do is pull the trigger and then aim in. In some guns you got to time it a little better, but you'll be able to see once you go in and test it yourself how easy it is to actually achieve this glitch. And again guys, all you doing right here, I got a little demonstration. You're going to pull the trigger button, and then as you pull the trigger button, then you're going to hit aim in. So you're going to fire, then aim in right away. And if you do it quick enough, you'll be able to shoot 2 shots. Now I noticed this while editing, I did forget to mention this, but this will make any of your guns that don't have the 2-shot perk basically have the 2-shot perk. Now you could argue it's not 2-shot, which is just riding the border. It's getting close to 2-shot, but you can have any gun that's not 2-shot and basically make it a 2-shot with this. And the 2-shot gun will be basically a quad shot gun. In this clip right here that you see behind me, you'll see the difference in fire rate between the first auto grenade launcher I'm shooting and the second auto grenade launcher I'm shooting, because on the first one I'm not doing the glitch, and then on the second one I am doing the glitch. And you'll just let me know which one you think did faster, the one with the glitch or without it. Glitch number 10. An extra roll. In order to duplicate these legendary modules, you're going to want to head over to the Rusty Pig, because we don't want to actually have these modules on us. We're going to want to actually be able to go get 6 modules at a time. Once you're actually inside and actually talking to the purveyor, you're just going to want to buy enough legendary modules to get you to 6 legendary modules. I don't know why 6, but 6 seems to actually be letting you duplicate them 6 to actually re-roll your gun again, and you can do this as many times obviously as you want. Once you have all the legendary modules that you need, which is 6 by the way, you're just going to follow me through here and you're going to walk down these stairs to this weapon workbench, because this one's just going to make it faster and be a really good method. And then you're going to go to any gun that you want to roll and you're going to roll it. Now you want to make sure that you do pay attention, because as I roll this gun, if I don't like the first legendary mods that I actually get on it, then I'm actually going to roll it again. In this case, this was actually a really good one, but I'm going to roll it again. And after you hit A on it, then you're just going to hit A again, and you'll be able to roll it again if you don't like that build. Now watch closely, you're actually duplicating, because I'm using 4 legendary modules and I have 6, and I'm actually able to re-roll it again. As you see in the video, I rolled a bloodied at first, and then I just quickly hit A again, and then I rolled an assassin's one. So this is duplicating your modules and basically making you get double script. So this is actually how you duplicate your modules, and if you need to actually know how to do it, all you got to do is hit A on it, then hit A again as fast as you can after you get out of the menu that says you're getting ready to apply legendary modules to that weapon.